Richard, we don't have a whole lot of time to talk about joint factors, so let's get right to it. Who should be using joint factors and why?
Alan, anybody who's experiencing any type of joint pain, inflammation, you wake up in the morning and you have trouble just getting to the shower. Your feet hurt you, your back hurts you, your knees hurt you. That's what this product is for.
Oh, you're talking about everybody then?
Yeah.
All right. Now, but more accurately, what percentage of the people, or do you have a feeling for the number of people who suffer from this kind of problem?
Well, the statistics are there's over 46 million people in the United States suffering from a joint problem.
Yeah. And does that include people with lower back pain? Can this help people with lower back pain?
Low back pain, knee pain, hip pain, pain in your hands, your ankles, yeah.
Okay. And where is the most frequent place that you might experience joint pain? Where do you see most of the problems?
Well, obviously the big numbers are in low back pain. That's the big one that's going into doctors' offices. But knees, especially knees, people are living an active lifestyle, whether they're walking, just going to the grocery store, you're using that knee joint. Or if you're an athlete and you're overusing a knee joint, that's a big one.
Richard, the story of how joint factors came into being is interesting because it might not have happened. This important product might not have seen the light of day if it wasn't for...
The developer of this product is a fire officer, and he owned supplement stores for years and years.
In addition to being a fire officer.
In addition to being a fire officer.
Yes.
And the key thing is that most of his clients, most of his customers, their biggest complaint was joint pain. And he would give them this supplement, and then the new supplement would come on the market, and he'd give them this supplement. And he'd get to a point where he's given so many supplements and advice to buy these supplements.
Were many of his clients cops and firemen?
Absolutely. His own brother was involved in the recovery operation after 9/11. And several months after that, he was involved in a building collapse and a fire and blew out his knee, complete bone on bone, and had to actually go on disability. And so this was really inspirational for really focusing on developing this product.
Explain to us, using this model, exactly what happened to the developer's brother.
Well, in the knee joint, you have two bones articulating with each other. And in between the bones and on the surface of these bones is cartilage. And that's a spongy material that acts as a shock absorber for the joint. Well, whether you're an athlete or just a normal person and using this joint, there's wear and tear, and you get inflammation. If you get injured and you have accidents and can really directly damage that, then the injury becomes so severe.
So this pink material that we see here, this is what gets blown out ultimately.
Yeah, absolutely. The ligaments that support the joint and the cartilage is the key, because you get to a point where you're rubbing bone on bone, and the pain and the inflammation that occurs from that is just unbearable.
Well, Richard, we had an opportunity to talk to the developer's brother, and if you watch the screen right over there, you'll see what he had to say about joint factors.
And on the way down, there was all embers and scaffolding that was collapsing, and I jumped out of the way and I blew my knee out. So I had to get ACL reconstruction, and I went for ACL reconstruction, and when I tried to recuperate, do therapy and get back, my knee was still real bad, swollen. They didn't know if they were going to have to replace it or do a partial replacement. I took glucosamine, chondroitin. I had Synvis shots that were put right in my knee. They're supposed to lubricate my knee, and none of that stuff worked. So I was really had my doubts about taking it. So he kept saying, try it, try it. My father told me how good it was working for him. He said, why don't you try it? So I started trying it in like the middle of August, and my knee started feeling better and better, and I started working out a lot and started being able to do more with the elliptical and the cardiovascular, and I started with like 10 to 15 minutes. Now I'm up to an hour and 10 minutes a day I do cardio. My knee feels real good, and I'm looking actually to take a physical and try to come back on the fire department full duty.
The developer has been working with customers for 14 years, using all the different supplements out there to help joint pain and help with joints. And doing that over years and years, finding the right supplement that helped his customers, the right dosages. He put it in this unique formula that's really easy to take in one shot, and it's very cost effective.
Watch this right now. You'll have your first opportunity, the first in this program, and maybe the first time ever, to consider whether or not joint factors with cristalazine is a product that you should be interested. Please watch.
Stop taking outdated joint formulas that just aren't that good. Call now to get the latest technology in joint health. Joint Factors comes in a convenient powder form and mixes with water or juice for maximum absorption. Call right now or go online to receive a 30-day supply of Joint Factors for only $49.95. An incredible value to finally have healthy joints and relieve your pain. Have your credit card ready and call the number you see on the screen or click on jointfactors.com to receive a 30-day supply for only $49.95. Call for Joint Factors right now.